Hello everyone and welcome to the Collector's Table. My name is Adam and I'm here with Daniel from Pure Arts.
Hey guys.
We're here at the grand opening of the Collector Zone in St. Joseph's in Michigan. And Daniel wants to talk about some of the statues that you guys brought along, huh?
We definitely got a bunch of statues. Yeah. We're excited to be here too.
Great. Let me ask you a couple questions if I can.
Let's do it.
How do you guys really pick and choose what you're going to be working on and how you pick your collectibles to actually create?
That's a great question, and it's actually like a bunch of different channels. So sometimes it'll be a licensor that'll come up to us and say, "Hey, we've got this awesome idea for a project. Okay. Can we put this together?" Or they say, "Listen, we've got a video game coming up. We do a lot of stuff in the video game industry, so they'll ask us, "Hey, we've got a video game coming up. Can we produce something with this character?" Or sometimes we'll just propose something. It'll be a licensor that we work with, like Ubisoft, Riot, CDPR. We work a lot with these guys, and we'll say, "Look, we think we've got a really great idea. We'd like to propose this." And sometimes we actually get feedback from our collectors that say, "Listen, this is a statue we want really, really bad." There's one that came up because we have a collectors group that's on Facebook, and there's one that everybody wanted so bad, and we were like, "Oh, we'll see." And this is from Resident Evil, and we're like, we'll see what we can do. And we can't really talk about it yet, but it kept coming up, and we proposed it, and we got the okay. So we're actually working on this, and so that was just a fan-generated suggestion.
Okay, very nice, very nice.
So fans, licensors, or in-house.
Okay, and what would you say makes you guys different from other statue companies out there? What really is the biggest difference you would say from other statue companies?
Yeah, that's a great question. Well, one, we're pretty much the company out there for video games. So we really focus on video games. We also do other licenses, movie licenses and things like that. But I think we're pretty much the most known for video gaming. We also do a ton of manufacturing. Pure Arts was around years before we ever became a .com where you could purchase from us. We've been producing for Ubisoft for like 14 years now. So we do a lot of that. The other big difference is we don't really third-party everything. Everything is done in-house. So even the factory where we manufacture these, we own it. It's our employees, nothing is third-partied. So it tends to give us really good control over quality, over how everything is produced, the artwork, everything is just completely in-house. I think that's probably a big difference with us.
And where's that out of? Is that in the United States, or is that overseas?
Actually, we're located in Canada. So we're in Montreal, Canada, is sort of the head office where we run all of the e-commerce, all the marketing materials, all the sales, everything is done there. And the owner of Pure Arts, who is actually from Montreal, moved to China many years ago to run the business over there. So all the manufacturing is done in China. We also have some PMs that are in different parts of the world. We actually have an office in Europe as well. And we have 3D artists that are kind of all over the world as well that work remotely.
Very nice.
So
very nice. That's good stuff to know. See, a lot of collectors don't know about that kind of stuff, so it's good to get like insider information straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
There is so much stuff. And I've been collecting since 2001, somewhere around there. Yeah. There's so much when you start working for a company. It's like, I didn't even think that was a problem. We didn't even know that existed, especially in the world of licensing. A lot of people say when they see a price of a statue, they think, "Oh, come on, that's I could do this on my 3D printer." It's like you don't there's so
they don't understand how much goes into it,
this,
and the licensing costs.
And some of these projects can take years to do, right? It's not something we just come up like that and we just say, "Oh, let's go ahead and make the statue," and a year later it's done. Some of this stuff can take years.
Because you could be creating something or have something as far as a prototype, it goes to approval, it's pending approval.
Exactly.
And they say, "We don't like any of it, you got to start over again."
And
or
that does happen.
Tweak this, tweak that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Michael Jackson is a great example. So we have our Smooth Criminal statue.
Let's go check that out.
Let's go check it out. Come on, let's go look. So this here is our Smooth Criminal statue. This is obviously Michael Jackson in this amazing tailored suit. And there's two versions of this. This is the sort of the regular edition. There's a deluxe edition that also includes a jukebox from the video. It's a 1/4 scale jukebox.
Wow.
And all of this is hand-tailored like a real suit. So you actually have the silk shirt, you've got the jacket with the shoulder pads, you've got the suspenders that actually have the elastic in it, so they're like real suspenders. We've got the little crystal cufflinks on them as well, so you can see on the cufflinks over here, he's got the crystal cufflinks. This is a very complicated piece. This took about 7 years to develop.
Really?
7 years. So Michael Jackson, the people that take care of this license for the estate, Michael Jackson is associated with very high quality perfection. And that's what they look for in anything that has his brand. So yeah, this took a very long time to develop.
Well, I could tell you this right now, right off the bat from seeing it, Daniel, it looks fantastic. Especially if you're a Michael Jackson fan, this is definitely a must grab, I would say. I know Michael Jackson's got a huge fan base, so I know this is going to sell really well.
In Europe especially.
Yeah.
And our owner is a huge Michael Jackson fan. He actually owns the original wolf mask from Thriller. He actually has the real screen used one. Yeah, huge fan. So this is definitely a passion project for sure.
Very nice, very nice. Great job on this. And
Thank you.
You know, a lot of people sometimes are not into mixed media. I think mixed media is okay if it's done
correctly.
Right.
You know what
got
I mean? Yeah, you pull
if
it off
it's
right.
done right. I've even seen people that are not into mixed media like pieces that have mixed media. So I think this is executed very well. You guys did a great job on this.
I think the key to mixed media is having the proper scale on all the little details. That's what's so important.
Sure.
So you can see like on the buttons are actually in the right scale. So any little buttons, everything is done in the correct scale. Oftentimes when you get mixed media, you'll actually get things like zippers that look way too huge, buttons that look way too huge, things like that. But you can see the buttons are actually in the 1/3
That's
scale.
fantastic. That shows a level of attention to detail that you guys are really showing. So.
Yeah,
great job with this piece.
Thank you. Yeah, this was a heck of an undertaking, that's for sure.
So is this released already, or is this?
Yep, this is currently in stock. In fact, the deluxe edition, I believe, is waitlisted at this point. I'm pretty sure it's sold out, or if not, there's maybe like 2 left. The regular edition here that you're seeing here, this is currently available in stock, ready to ship worldwide.
Okay. Well, there you go, guys. Make sure that you hit Collector Zone up with Marcos and see if he can maybe scoop one up for you. Or maybe we could go through Pure Arts and figure that out and grab you one, but I'm sure that there's one out there that you could grab. What other projects are you working on, or is there anything new that you kind of want to show off?
Absolutely. Currently, well, right here in the store, Marcos actually brought a couple of really awesome statues that have just started shipping.
Okay.
So let's go check out Animus Cassandra
All right,
over here.
let's head over here and see what we got. Wow, look at this thing.
So this is our Animus line.
Look at the size.
This thing is huge. This is actually probably the tallest Animus statue we've done to date, and we have a few here on the show floor, but this has just started shipping. So Animus Cassandra is part of our Assassin's Creed Animus line, quarter scale statue. And unfortunately, we don't have any batteries on this, but they all light up. So they all have power. So the Animus effects all light up on the statue.
All right, so this side over here,
all this lights up. You got it, you got it.
All right.
And she comes with the alternative heads as well, so you just pop the head off there.
Those portraits look fantastic.
I don't want to be breaking Marcos' statues.
Yeah, looks great.
So yeah, so this is now currently shipping. Literally just arrived. In fact, it arrived in the European warehouse on last Friday.
Okay.
So these have just started shipping worldwide.
Very excited to see this in real life. This is amazing, man. You know, you don't really appreciate a lot of these statues until you see them in real life.
That's right.
It's hard. I've seen pieces before. I'm like, it's a hard pass, and then you see something like this, and you're like, man, this thing is crazy.
You don't really get the sense of scale either until you see it in person. Like we try and photograph it, we show it during a live stream whenever we launch them, but it's really when you get to see it in person, you're like, wow, okay, this thing is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So is this all sculpted, or does it have any mixed media? It kind of looks like this is all sculpted, right?
So this is all sculpted, but one of the secret ingredients to the success with Pure Arts is we're able to create very realistic textures.
Okay.
So like you just did it yourself, and you're standing right in front of it.
Yeah.
You're like, is this mixed media? It's not.
It looks like it could be actual like
material.
Yeah,
it definitely looks like this could be. It's just they're able to really dial in the entire process so that these textures come out super realistic. And of course, you know, obviously when they're creating the molds and they're creating the raw castings of these things, we've mastered this technique that allows us to come up with these textures where people literally do exactly what you just did. Is that real?
Tell me a little bit about this base. This base looks, I'm just going to move this over here. This base looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Looks very highly detailed with a lot of texture work down
all of the bases in the Animus series will all have that, and they'll all have some kind of imagery. Like we've got the Alexios imagery, and of course she's known also for the eagle, which is here. These bases are all done to be extremely complex.
Crazy.
They really, really look good. And that's part of the whole Animus experience is not only do you get the amazing statue of the character, but also often a complex base that's from the environment, from the game that they're known for.
Yeah. You know what, while we're here, let's let's take a look at each of the statues that you got while I have...
My pleasure.
While I got you here.
So this is Cole Walker. So Cole D. Walker, this is one of the original pieces that we did. This is quite an old statue, probably designed about three and a half years ago.
Yeah.
I think this is actually maybe waitlisted as well. If not, there might be a couple left in stock. Also powers up sort of like an Animus statue, so the flames light up.
Okay, so the flames, all these flames light up at the bottom of the base there.
Yeah, and you've got the sort of the
helicopter,
rotor, the helicopter blades, and this is
the propellers back
another
there.
big piece.
You see this back here with the look at that.
And of course, all of these are limited edition. We never do really huge edition sizes, especially now. They've actually dialed them back a little bit, so the edition sizes are less and less.
Zoom out a little bit and get the whole scope of this. I mean, this is crazy. It's got a whole. They got the rotary propeller system for a helicopter, and it looks like it crashed, and it's just part of the base, which is.
He's had an accident, or he caused it. One of the two.
Looks great, man. And
so that's this guy. Now,
what do we got over here?
So this is, again, our Animus series. So this is Animus Ezio. And again, you can see the extremely complex base. So this is the cathedral that he's appearing out of. And again, there's a light system all throughout here. So all these pieces here light up. It just looks absolutely amazing. This is probably our best seller. This is the biggest seller. Everyone loves Animus Ezio. That's in the AC series.
Yeah, look at the details in that base. It looks great.
Now, at one time, I did know the full name of this cathedral, which I've since forgotten.
I know Assassin's Creed is a super popular game. A lot of people play this game. Yeah. I know they had a lot of different. How many games do they have out now?
Oh, there's a bunch now. I mean, I think we're at
5 or 6.
No, we're at least 6, and we've got something else coming up soon as well.
And check out this portrait. If we could get a close up on that, that looks fantastic. And then all the details in the actual body. Everything is fully sculpted on this too?
Yep, yeah, absolutely. They're all fully sculpted. And this one here, if I remember correctly, I think he has a light up effect. Is it this one? Yeah. So this guy, this arm does come off. Yeah, the bases are a little unstable. There we go. And this actually pops off, and that's where the batteries go. And you've got the little light switch, so you can actually, and what the funny part was a lot of people didn't even realize it did that.
Yeah, that's cool. So is that the only light up area, or does this light up?
Everything lights up. All of this lights up. Wow. All of the base here lights up.
And it's via this one battery?
No, so there's batteries on the back. So you get your battery door right here, carefully hidden. Let's see if I can get it open here.
Oh, okay. I see
you get your battery door. And what's fun about these statues, they got a couple of little Easter eggs. Well, not Easter eggs, but little hidden secrets on them. So all of our bases, the on switch is integrated into the basement. The on switch is integrated into the base. Yeah. And very often, it's almost impossible to find it.
Yeah.
So unless you look at the instructions. So for Cassandra, it's a little bit obvious, but this one here, if I were to tell you to try and turn it on, you could probably look for 5 minutes and wouldn't be able to find it. Maybe. And it's actually right here. That's the button right there.
Yeah. Man, this looks great. Yeah.
And so all of them are like that. They also come with a little tiny little Pure Arts logo. I don't know if they've got one here, but they hide in the base. There's a magnetic point hidden in the base, and the little logo will stick to it. I don't see it here, but it is included in every single one. And of course, you also get the COA with the little acrylic base to hold the COA.
Yeah, it's cool to kind of just put it next to it. And
yeah, and the edition number
way from what I'm used to seeing. So
and the edition number's on it as well.
Oh, nice. Okay. Very nice. All right, moving on
to
over another Assassin's Creed piece. Let's take a look at this.
Altaïr. This is our very first Animus piece that we ever did.
Okay.
This did incredibly well, still sells super well, almost sold out. So the edition sizes on the originals are pretty big, about 2,500 pieces total.
Wow.
But this guy here, whatever we've got left in the warehouse, that's it. Then he's sold out. Same thing for Ezio. And this is also a beautiful piece, but it has been redone. Let's see, I can tell you, this is a second generation one. So we actually created a first gen where all the Animus pieces were integrated into this wall. So you can see here they come off.
That is so
cool. The first gen we did, they were all included, but what would happen is during shipping, one of these would get broken, we'd have to replace the entire wall.
Oh, I see.
So now the new generations,
they come apart so that way it can ship better and not have any breakages.
You got it, exactly.
And it's good that you guys actually noticed that and identified that so you didn't have as many issues with breakages.
Exactly. We'll talk about that afterwards, but one of the other cool things with this one is the way that the lighting system, so this arm all lights up, the legs all light up. It's actually, there's a pin that connects in here and it's powered up from the main battery source. So unlike that one that has it built into the arm, this one here has a pin because we were having problems with the pin connection. So it's easier to just go ahead and put a battery directly into the arm.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Man, this looks great. Portrait looks good. The body looks great. All the paint work, I mean, looks fantastic. You could tell it's a very high level of detail that you guys paid attention to. So great job on that.
Thank you so much.
All right. And what
else
do we have?
There's actually another Animus over here.
Yeah, let's check it out.
We've got Animus Edward over here. Let's go check him out.
We're going to have to get a zoom out shot on this. Look at this. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is Animus Edward. This one here. So this is also a fairly recent piece. This one was extremely complex to put together.
Yeah.
The flag, one of the biggest challenges we ever had in shipping is this flag. It is notorious. We were drop testing this and it was notorious for breaking. And we finally managed to get a packaging that would hold it. And I mean, you can see the size of the flag.
Man, that's crazy how you did the flag like that. It's just kind of going off into the water. I mean, it looks great.
Yeah, this is really cool. And people don't really get a sense of the scale until you're holding the flag in your hands, and it's just
crazy,
this giant.
Man. It's crazy. You got the big cannon over here.
Sure do.
The whole base is this ship that looks crazy good.
Yeah, this is the Jackdaw.
Yeah, you can see part of the text right there.
And this is actually magnetic, so you can take the cannon off.
The size of this cannon.
There's the cannon.
Looks great.
We actually wanted to send this over to Adam Savage to test it, and we were kind of hoping that he'd try and make a cannon, a fully functional cannon.
Yeah, I'm sure he could probably make it happen.
Yeah, no, if anybody could, it's him. And again, so you've got the battery door here.
Yep.
And this one here, so we did this bet. We bet at Gamescom that if someone could come to our booth and figure out in 5 minutes how to turn this on without us telling you, we'd give you a free statue.
Okay.
And they couldn't get it. This one's really tough, and it's actually it's actually this little decoration right here. That's the light switch there.
All right, you see that there?
Yeah.
Oh, it's right here.
It's right here. It's this little decoration right there. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's just a fun thing that we do. We hide the buttons.
Yeah, that looks great. Very nice. So what do we got back here? We got, this is from a video game, I believe,
Yeah, this
right?
is from Watch Dogs 2. That's right. This is Marcus and Wrench. These are actually just about sold out. This is one of the original pieces we did as well. What's fun with this is it's 2 separate statues. So I don't want to muck around with it too much, but this here actually lifts off. You can sort of see the split right here.
Oh, it goes behind. It could go behind it too, right?
You can take it off. You can put it on either side. Yeah, exactly. So
that is cool. Yeah, because I remember seeing it, I remember seeing it when you guys were showcasing it. It was kind of behind. This part was behind here.
Yeah, you can move it around.
Stack it on top of here.
Stack it right on top. You can put it on the side, and they also come with alternative hands. So this comes out, and he's got a hand holding a cell phone.
Yeah, let's look at this up here. Look at this.
That's his drone. Did they glue it on there? No, it should be magnetic. There you go. There's the drone.
Look at that. Just like out of the game.
Yep. And I don't want to break his display here. There we go. Got it. And he also comes with alternative hands.
Let's take a look at this in the front here.
If he wants you to, you can change his hands up so he's showing the international symbol for go away.
And look at the tattoos on there. They look good. The stud work on the jacket.
And he, of course, has his little drone over here.
Yep, he's got his little remote control car there, and then he's got some spray paint cans to the right there. That looks great. Some nice weathering in the shoes.
For me, it's the jacket. I love the way they pulled off the studding on the jacket.
Yeah, I mean, even on the back of the statue where a lot of people are not going to necessarily look,
fully detailed,
you can see all the stud work on the back of the jacket.
Yeah.
Insane. Looks great.
Yeah, this is a great statue.
All right, what else do we got?
I'll show you another really unique statue. So, of course, Cyberpunk with Keanu Reeves, who's Johnny Silverhand. This is a huge project for us. So unfortunately we can't show it to you guys here because there's no electricity going to these podiums, but this is actually a full LCD screen.
Nice.
So you take this off and this little backing comes off, and underneath is a full screen that plugs in, and it plays all kinds of media from the game, and there's a built-in speaker that plays the full soundtrack.
Very nice.
So yeah, so this is really cool. And people have figured out a way, we can't talk about it officially, we're not supposed to, but you can actually hack it and put your own content on it.
Oh, really? And put it on the screen?
Yeah, and play the music as well.
That's cool,
absolutely.
Man. This is cool. You know, I've seen this piece. This is another piece where it's like, man, this is a sleeper piece. Don't sleep on this because it looks fantastic in real life.
Oh yeah, this is a really
Look at
nice
the cybernetics in his arms, or in his one arm. And then you got like some stuff there on the bass too.
Yeah, and he comes with the guitar, so there's a quarter scale guitar. There's like a deluxe version that comes with the quarter scale guitar. There it is.
Look at that.
So
I mean, the level of detail is remarkable.
That's his guitar, the individual strings.
Yep.
Usually he wears the guitar. Usually we pose it, but it's okay. They put it back here for now. Keep it safe.
It's all good.
And he's got different things that he can hold in his hands. Yep. So he has like a cigarette. He comes with an alternative. We'll get the guitar eventually. Comes with alternative sunglasses. So there's 2 sunglasses. There's a pair where the ears are rounded, so he can hold it in his hand. And then you get ones like this that are straight. The bars on it are straight, so he can get it on his face properly.
Face looks just like Keanu Reeves. It's great.
Yeah, it looks really, really good.
Very nice. So is a a license for something like Keanu Reeves, is that pretty pricey? I mean, I don't need a number on it, but I would imagine it's pretty pricey.
There's actually 3 licenses involved for this statue, so that's what boosts the price. And a lot of people, that's another thing that people don't realize.
Got to remember that.
Just because you've got a statue and you think it's one license, sometimes you could have a bunch.
Yeah.
So we have a license for the game.
Okay.
We have a license for the music, and we have the license for his likeness.
Very nice.
So there's 3 likenesses involved to pull this off.
That's got to be expensive, man.
It's expensive, yeah. It's not too bad, and Keanu is amazing to work with. We are trying to get an opportunity for him to see this in person with us, maybe take a couple of photos and sign one we give away for charity. We're trying. We have an event coming up this year where we're going to try and make it happen. So,
man, that'd be awesome.
And of course, we do also have Cyberpunk articulated figures. We do articulated figures as well.
Okay, is that 6 scale or?
Yeah, 1/6 scale, and in fact, they're over here. We can go check those out after if you want. You want to come and check them out?
Yeah, let's go check it out now. Why not?
First of all, the boxes are super cool on these things. Check out the boxes. And they come with the plastic sleeve. It's just I love the way they've designed these boxes. They're just super cool.
Very nice.
So we've got the V male, V female, and the bike. And if you come over here, you can come and check it out.
That's the bike there, right?
That's the bike here. Now, what's really neat with this is that a lot of people underestimate the size and the weight of this bike. So this has actually got die-cast parts. Pick that up. Like it's not light. And
that's a lot heavier than what I thought. Yeah.
And what's cool is there's an on button right here. Does he got? He doesn't have batteries in it. The dash actually fully lights up.
Let's show this on button right there.
Yeah, there you go. So you turn on the on button right here.
There it is.
And you've got the dash that lights up as well as the headlight and tail light.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of times, I know some statue guys, they look at 6 scale stuff and they're like, it looks okay. I don't really like the look of it. Let me tell you, this is crazy. When you see this in real life, even the 6 scales with the articulation.
Oh yeah, and the Ghost Recon, actually, so this is Nomad from Ghost Recon. The detailing on the clothing to me is just insane. And all of these little buckles and everything work. All this clips, all the little clips, everything works.
It's got the bandages right here with the blood.
And you got the full backpack. He's got all kinds of different weapons. That shotgun actually can go in his backpack and just slide it here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
even down to the like the rifle, the M4 down here looks. You got all the sights on there, and you actually have like infrared. I was actually in the military for a long time. This is all the exact parts that the military uses, so it's good that you guys actually portrayed that very, very well.
And some of these actually also have battery-operated little features on it. So, for example, the Cyberpunk, you can turn this on. I don't know if she's got now. The collars light up like in the game, and for him, the V-Male, his shoes light up. So the little lines on his All-Stars there, that lights up yellow as well. Yeah.
That is awesome. And who do we have over here? This is from...
So this is Dragonborn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is Dragonborn. Yeah. This is the deluxe edition, so it comes with the figure as well as the full rack of weapons. This is 1/6, but it's a big 1/6. And again, if we pick him up, like he's got a good heft to him. You can see it's not like a light little figure. Like it's got some good weight to it.
Yeah, and they got him kind of in a museum pose here, but you could really make this in a dynamic kind of looking pose, right?
And if you check out the packaging, I'll show you guys. The packaging on this is kind of a piece of art in itself. Here, I'll try not to break anything, but it's like a big book.
Wow.
Check out the packaging on that.
Look at that.
And so it all opens up. Let me see if I can, like you see.
There you go.
So all these boxes are premium too. Yeah.
So cool.
You don't really want to throw out the boxes.
No.
All of our boxes.
You never want to throw out any boxes, really.
Yeah, they're all, and I do, which upsets the fans quite a bit because I am a collector as well.
Okay.
But and I've actually posted photos of like the boxes sticking out of my recycle bin, and they're like, "How could you?" Yeah, well, I don't have the room for all this stuff. And then the final piece I'd love to show you, our T-1000.
Oh man, I've been dying to see this thing. Let's walk on over here and take a look.
So this is our T-1000,
wow.
Of course. Reviewed and approved.
Look at it compared to my head, look.
Oh yeah, so this is a really cool piece. Robert Patrick himself actually just received his.
Oh, that's cool.
And last year when we launched these at Comic-Con Montreal, he was there doing a panel. He brought us up on stage, did an interview with us to talk about this piece.
That's so cool.
Signed our prototypes on the forehead. It was absolutely crazy.
Very nice.
And this has got a couple of little sneaky surprises built in.
Yeah, let's see.
So the hand is actually magnetic. So the hand comes off and you can pose it like so.
Oh, okay.
So you can actually move the hand around, and you can feel the hand. It's got some heft to it as well.
Oh man!
Like it's And it's a good size.
It looks just like in the movie, like how, when he did that in the movie. It looks great.
And what's really cool about this is the head actually pops off.
Oh
then
man!
You can take the base and you can wall mount it. So it flips like this, and you put it up on the wall, and then you can put the head, pin it in this way,
so he
and it looks like he's coming out of the wall, stabbing you.
Wow!
Yeah. So
wow.
So it's pretty cool. So this is a really great piece, and there's 2 versions of it. So here
let's get to the back of this. This back.
Yeah, and
this
you can
looks
see.
crazy.
Check out the electrochrome plating. It's really, really high quality.
Yeah.
It's like a car bumper. It's not a paint. It's not fake chrome. This is really electroplated. It looks stunning. And there's 2 versions of this. There's the liquid metal one as well, where it's like where he's transforming and he's still all liquid metal.
Okay.
And it's the full thing in this kind of this liquid metal chrome look.
Wow.
Absolutely gorgeous piece.
Very nice.
And it was really great to meet Robert Patrick and talk to him about this. And he actually gave us some details. So we found out, like Officer Austin over here.
Okay.
That is because it's his daughter's name. So that's where that comes from.
Oh, very nice.
That's his daughter's name.
That's a nice little Easter egg.
And even the 572, I can't remember what it was, but there was a story behind that as well.
Really?
Yeah, it was really cool. He is a
Well, this was
gentleman.
like an iconic movie for me growing up, right? I mean, this is like one of the best movies ever.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
I think you guys got the portrait dead on. I mean, it looks really good. Is that glass for the eye?
It's an acrylic eye.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looks
So
great.
it's not painted, acrylic eye. Yep.
Look at that eye, man. That looks like a real eyeball.
Yeah, they did a really, really nice job. And so these are our art mask series, right? They're not full busts, so that as you showed, the backing is empty.
Yep.
But because of that, it allows us to sell it at a price point that is a lot more manageable for the average collector. You know,
Okay.
a full bust nowadays like $1,500.
Take up a ton of room too, and as collectors, you know that we're always dying for more space or fighting for
you
space.
got it.
So that's our.
So
worst
you know,
enemy.
this is in the $500 price range, so it's a little bit easier to pick it up as opposed to a $1,500 bust. And we try and do that with all of our series. So we have this one, we've got the liquid metal, and we've got a T800. We've got 2 T800s. In fact, the very first product Pure Arts ever did was a T800. So we're known for our gaming statues, but we actually did a movie license first.
Okay.
And we have a T800 Battle Damage, which is really cool, lights up, and that's actually available in stock. So this is in stock as well as the original T800.
Nice, very nice. Any other new projects that you could tell us
Oh,
about?
here we go. I want to stick this up.
Anything?
I need the envelope here. Yeah, so we definitely have some good stuff. We're going to be attending Comic-Con London at the end of the month, and we're going to be unveiling our next new piece, which is from League of Legends, and we're looking really forward. In fact, in a week from now, we're going to actually unveil what it is. So it is a League of Legends 1/4 scale statue that goes sort of with the Kaisa statue that we did.
Is it a female character or a male character?
It's a male character.
Okay,
it's a male character.
All right.
And this one is. It's crazy. There's so much lights on it and stuff, and the sculpt was a challenge to make for certain features that came out beautifully. And I already saw the prototype photo. It looks insane, like our promo photo.
So when is that proto? So when do you think everyone else will be able to see at least the prototype?
We're going to unveil it at Comic-Con, which is the 26th. So
Very
Friday
nice.
the 26th, 1 o'clock, we pull off the drape and we'll show it off. So we're super excited about that. We are still working on our Elden Rings project, and that is people have been freaking out for that.
It's a huge game.
Yeah, it's a huge game. So we have a very unique product offering coming up for that, but it's not ready yet. We can't show it. That's actually been a challenge to get approved. There's been a lot of tweaks on that. So we got that coming up. We have what else we got going? We have our next Animus. Of course, the Animus series for Assassin's Creed.
really well.
People go crazy for that. It's our best seller.
Yeah, especially for video game collectors, right?
Absolutely. And we generally release one every 6 months, and that's coming out very, very soon as well.
Very nice.
In a couple of months, people are dying to know what that is. We kind of, what I tell people all the time is I tell them, well, I'll tell you what, here's a hint, guys. The letter E is in the name, but everything it says the statue.
You know what's crazy is that collectors still figure stuff out. They're like, oh man, you give them a small Easter egg and they'll figure everything out.
So we had a gentleman in the chat one time, he's like, I know your next Animus pieces are this and this. And I'm like, how do you know that? He's like, because you guys showed us your product plan 3 years ago on this blah, blah, blah thing. And I'm like, what? I'm like, and the one guy who kept saying it was dead right. That was the worst part.
There you go.
I was like, I don't know where you got your information. That's not true.
Yeah, you got to play it off.
He was right. Yeah.
So, Daniel, I hear there's another bus or something coming out pretty soon?
So Resident Evil is like a big thing for us. We actually just did a Lady D statue, Lady Dimitrescu. People lost their minds over this. It sold out in 12 hours.
Oh, man.
It's a big, huge statue. That's actually shipping now, too. They don't have it here at the store.
Wow.
But we've got a bust here I want to show you because I am very excited. Well, we've got a liquor bust here I'm going to show you.
Resident Evil
But
bus.
I am
There's a lot of
still like
fans out
super
there.
pumped about the upcoming one that's coming up now. We'll just you guys don't say anything, okay? But it's actually a Nemesis bust.
Oh, there you
Nemesis.
guys go, Nemesis.
Full scale Nemesis. Don't tell anybody. Okay?
You heard it here first.
All right, let's go check it out.
All right, let's go check out the liquor bus. So much cool stuff in here.
There's so much cool stuff in it. It's crazy.
Look at that.
Here it is, guys. Here's our liquor bust. Now, this is not our zombie holocaust. I don't know what's going on here, but This is our liquor bust that we just did. This was really, really a crazy project. This is the first time we did sort of like a full bust. It's actually our first full bust that we ever did. And of course, it was a very unconventional character, right? It's not.
Yeah, sure.
It sold like crazy. The exclusive edition that we did sold out like this. This is the non-exclusive. The only difference between the exclusive and the non-exclusive is the exclusive came with like a lithograph. So there's really no difference in terms of the sculpt or what you get. And I think I might have maybe like 50 of these left worldwide, and then it's gone as well. And it's pretty cool. It comes with a removable knife. And don't worry, it's like a foam resin.
It looks real. I was like, man, that thing's bending up. That's cool.
Otherwise, Customs really doesn't like us sending real knives.
Yeah, I can see that.
So
look at this though. All like the tendons in the mouth kind of spreading apart.
And the teeth are like translucent. They're really creepy looking.
I love this wet look with the tongue coming out.
This is all held in with a giant magnet. So once this, like, it's keyed in the back. There's like a huge keyed square, and that just like clicks in. And once it's in there, it's really hard to take it off.
Shouldn't have any issues with this falling out or
no, definitely not.
Okay.
We actually wanted this to be wall mountable, but it was just too heavy.
Yeah.
We were worried people wouldn't anchor it properly, so we're like, we didn't want anybody's bust getting smashed.
Got the piping back there, weathered look with the rust. Very solid looking piece, man.
Yeah, this thing is, it's pretty cool.
And it's a good size. It's not like, it's big, but it's not so big that you can't put it
like, it's
anywhere.
not unmanageable. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So people, it was funny because people were saying, well, it's not really full size, but I mean, there's different size liquors, right? There's all kinds of different sizes, so we're going to stick with that as the excuse.
What does this say at the bottom here? Potential biohazard present. That's cool.
Yep.
Very nice.
And again, these are limited. I think, if I remember correctly, the regular edition, the edition size is 666.
Okay. All right. So what else do we got? I think
we got another bust here.
Let's check it out.
Hidden back over here. We were talking about that T-800 battle damage.
Oh, nice.
Actually, ET is guarding it for us. What's up,
This
ET?
thing's cool.
So this is the battle damage T-800 that I was talking about that they've got here. And what's really fun with this is, again, hidden switches. So on this one, there's two different switches. There's a switch that lights up the base and one that lights up the eyes. And it's the skulls that are on the right-hand side. There's one on the tire, and there's one just a little bit further forward.
Very nice.
So yeah, so those hide it. And what's cool is the base lights up like molten lava. So it's got all kinds of little channels in it, and the Terminator 2 logo there lights up. And then on the skull, we have different lighting patterns. There's a little button on the back that's hidden. You can change the way the lights go. So you can have the on solid, both eyes.
Okay.
You can have one eye that blinks, or you can have his, kind of see how one eye is battle damage?
Yeah, I see
it
that.
glitches. It goes like, it's like...
Oh, like it's been damaged.
Yeah. And it'll also make sounds of like the glitching sound, like this glitching electronic sound.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, man. This looks remarkable. I mean, this looks great, man.
And this can be wall mounted as well.
Okay, so you can move the head like you said with
the same way as a T-1000.
Okay.
It pins just a different way. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Looks great.
Let's see. Oh, we got one more thing I got to show you guys.
Yeah.
Dark Souls fans, watch this guy. This is our Pontiff Sullivan statue. This thing is a beast. Now, it is tragic that there is no electricity here. So this plugs in. There's actually an AC adapter. The swords light up.
This whole thing lights up here.
Lights up, and so does the purple one. This all lights up. There's all lights here that light up the wings and the face. It's a bit of a tragedy. So this is the Pontiff Sullivan Deluxe
The size
edition.
of this sword, man.
Yeah, this thing
it's
is
crazy.
huge. So this comes in two flavors. This is the deluxe edition,
Okay.
where it includes the shadow clone.
Okay.
Or you can get just Pontiff on a smaller base, and there's no shadow clone included.
If you got the space, you got to get the shadow clone
This
on the
thing
bag,
is
man.
massive.
You got to get it on the bag. And then if you don't have that much space, you still have a good you can just get the front of the statue there, which is nice too. So that'll help you save on space.
And I mean, I wish I could light this up. We were displaying this at San Diego Comic-Con, and people were taking photos, and it's this packed, a lot of statues.
Yeah.
I plugged it in the middle of the show because we didn't have a power bar. We got it plugged in. This lit up. Every statue around was glowing orange and purple, and everyone started coming to take photos. That's cool. It grabs so much attention.
So this lights up here. What are the other lights up?
So the two swords light up, and there's lights that are built into here that all light up on the wings. I can't really see them. They're sort of like hidden back here, but there are LEDs that are buried under there.
Okay.
I'm trying to find them actually. They're so well hidden. I think they're under the translucent sections.
Okay.
But there are lights under here,
Man,
and there's lights and the face lights up as well, so the whole face will light up.
And what's the edition size on this? Do you know off the top of your head?
I do not know off the top of my head. I can't remember.
Either way, it looks great.
Give me a second. I'll take a look if you want.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Give me 1 second. You know, when you do so many of these statues, it's hard to keep track.
You mean you don't remember the edition size of all those statues?
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. No, I get it, man. It's a lot to keep track of, but let me tell you guys, in real life, this thing looks fantastic. You're probably going to hear me say that a lot today, being here at Collector Zone, but yeah, this stuff is great, man. Yeah, I would imagine that the light up features really make this statue.
Yeah, the light up on this is pretty crazy. So it is 750 of the deluxe edition.
So not bad.
750.
Not bad.
Some of the edition sizes, like I said, we're actually starting to focus on very small edition sizes, especially for the exclusives. Like sometimes they're only 50 or 100. So they do sell out really quick. Yeah.
Very nice.
So this is also in stock, shipping right now as well.
There you go, guys.
Yeah, crazy statue. This thing is. When we first unboxed it, I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!" No, we didn't even unbox it yet. We got photos of it standing next to the owner. We're like, "Are you kidding? This thing is gigantic." It's huge.
Well,
you need a big display case for this.
I know video game collectors are going to think this thing is great. For anybody that's getting this statue, congratulations. This looks phenomenal.
It's nice.
But Daniel, I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again, and we'll keep in contact. Thank you guys for joining us here at the Collector Table Live, where every collector has a seat.
Thanks
guys.
everybody.